Trump leaves his signature style everywhere he goes, and his living spaces are no exception. Whether it's the massive Mar-a-Lago estate or the White House itself, he puts his unmistakable stamp on every space. But just how far does this luxury really go? Let's find out. Trump's love for exaggerated luxury didn't start in the White House. It dates all the way back to his Mar-a-Lago estate, which has become a symbol of his lifestyle both before and during his presidency. Since Donald Trump acquired Mar-a-Lago in 1985 for a whopping $5 million, the property has undergone continuous transformation and innovation. Originally purchased with the intention of creating a private family residence, Mar-a-Lago quickly evolved into an exotic and luxurious resort. Mar-a-Lago is the ultimate playground for Trump's luxury obsession. Stepping inside, you'll realize that he doesn't just appreciate shiny things, he has an undeniable passion for them. One of the most striking examples of this luxury passion is the Donald J. Trump Grand Ballroom. This enormous space is no ordinary party room. It's a lavish spectacle, famously decked out with around $7 million worth of gold leaf detailing. The grandeur rivals the most opulent European palaces, featuring Louis XIV-style design elements that unmistakably shout extravagance. Imagine entering a room where the ceilings glisten with gold, crystal chandeliers sparkle overhead, and every corner is meticulously designed to dazzle. It's the kind of space where every event feels monumental, perfectly suited for Trump's larger-than-life personality. This ballroom wasn't part of the original estate. Trump commissioned it as part of a massive renovation that transformed Mar-a-Lago into the luxury monument it is today. At a staggering cost of $40 million, this lavish expansion exemplifies Trump's belief that luxury isn't just nice to have. It's a way to cement status and power. The 20,000-square-foot ballroom, decked with millions in gold, is the literal heart of this sprawling estate, and in it, Trump has hosted weddings, political dinners, and extravagant parties. Events that aren't just social but strategic, showcasing his reach and influence. The space was the venue for his own wedding to Melania Trump. Inside the ballroom, every detail is crafted to impress. Gilded moldings, ornate Italian-style ceilings, and polished marble floors. The design nods to the grandeur of Versailles, but with Trump's own signature twist. More gold, more sparkle, and more scale. Walking through it, you get a sense that this room isn't just for events. It's a stage, built to amplify the presence of anyone who stands in it. And it's not just the ballroom where Trump's love for extravagance is on full display. Even the estate's restrooms tell a story, each fitted with sinks plated in real gold worth around $100,000. The gold-plated sinks in the restrooms add a certain eccentric charm, highlighting how Trump's luxury extends to the smallest spaces. It's about living surrounded by reminders of wealth, reminders designed for both the guest and the owner to feel like royalty even during the most mundane moments. These aren't just functional fixtures. They're carefully chosen luxury statements that turn even a visit to the restroom into an experience of indulgence. The estate itself is jaw-dropping in scale, stretching over 20 acres with 126 rooms overall, expanded from the original 118, all thanks to Trump. The jump from 118 to 126 rooms might seem minor, but it represents continual expansion and refinement. Every new room or added feature furthers Mar-a-Lago's transformation from a historic mansion to a modern palace of power. It combines the grandeur of a historic mansion with the amenities of a modern luxury resort. Besides the gold embellishments, Trump has added numerous features, including swimming pools fit for a king, a stylish movie salon perfect for private screenings, and a fully equipped spa that offers top-tier relaxation and pampering. Every inch of the property screams exclusivity and comfort, purpose-built to be a retreat for the elite and a stage for big gatherings. Mar-a-Lago isn't just a place to live, it's a social hub where wealth meets prestige. The private golf club on the property underwent extensive renovations under Trump's watch, setting a new standard for luxury leisure. The golf course, tennis courts, and sprawling gardens are all meticulously maintained, ensuring the estate remains a magnet for society's movers and shakers. Trump took great care to upgrade the facilities, making the golf experience seamless and top-tier. Alongside the greens are pro shops, clubhouses, and dining venues that reflect the same meticulous luxury found in the mansion's interiors. All these details come together to form an estate befitting a man who views luxury as a form of personal branding. What stands out is how Trump's flair for luxury isn't merely about aesthetics, it's strategic. To Trump, luxury is a language, one that communicates status and dominance without uttering a single word. This passion for luxury didn't stay confined to Mar-a-Lago. Trump's vision of grandeur, expressed through these elaborate features, foreshadows his later decisions regarding the White House. With the legacy he left behind at the estate, it's easy to imagine what he'd do to his new residence, the White House. The White House, for generations, has stood as the symbol of American unity, history, and the enduring spirit of the nation. Its walls have witnessed countless moments shaping the country's story, echoing authority, tradition, and the collective identity of the American people. But when Donald Trump took over, everything changed. The White House wasn't just a symbol of history anymore. It became, under his direction, a reflection of his personal brand's lavishness. Trump's approach to the White House was unmistakable from the start. He sees himself as a builder, someone who leaves a lasting mark, not just on the landscape, but on the symbols of power themselves. And he decided that the most iconic residence in the world needed a splash of his signature opulence. This wasn't about subtle renovations or preserving the historic charm of the White House. It was about transforming it into a statement, loud, bold, and unmistakably Trump. Reports from reliable sources clearly show that the current renovations of the White House under President Trump are deliberately modeled to capture and reflect the elegance, grandeur, and distinctive charm of his Palm Beach resort, Mar-a-Lago. This truth is evident in the lavish makeover, spearheaded by Trump himself, which is marinated in opulence, with gold embellishments being the most unmistakable signature element brought over from the Florida estate. The renovations didn't start small. The scope was massive from the outset. One of the first noticeable changes was the presidential seal on the Oval Office ceiling. Previously all white, blending discreetly with the ceiling, it was transformed with bold gold accents that command attention, echoing the ornate style of Mar-a-Lago. The gold theme didn't stop there. Door frames throughout the residence are now outlined with gleaming gold paint, while the fireplace screen sparkles with a solid gold covering. Even tiny gold cherubs, sourced from Mar-a-Lago itself, were installed above doorways in the Oval Office, creating an unmistakable link between the private club and the nation's highest office. The fireplace mantel received a complete makeover as well, taking down the old potted ivy and replacing it with elegant small gold urns, a dessert tray, and a trophy-like object, all hinting at the kind of refined texture that Mar-a-Lago exudes. Trump also added a Diet Coke button to his table in the Oval Room that calls White House staff to deliver the president's preferred beverage, complemented by gold drink coasters on side tables and carefully placed gold vermeil figurines including majestic golden eagles positioned around the rooms. While there were plans to add a gold chandelier to the Oval Office to amplify the grandeur, this idea was ultimately set aside. Gold extends beyond the Oval Office, embracing the cabinet room as well. Under the previous administration, portraits of Barack Obama occupied the grand foyer, but Trump replaced Obama's photo with a picture of himself taken during the July 2024 assassination attempt, just like the portrait of his young self hanging in his bar at Mar-a-Lago. Also, in the East Wing, Hillary Clinton's First Lady portrait was replaced with that of Republican Patricia Nixon. A Trump portrait, draped with the American flag, was added between Nixon's and Laura Bush's portraits, a clear mark of legacy blending with history. Artistic rearrangements didn't stop there. They continued elsewhere throughout the White House. The famous walkway along the West Wing was also redesigned to include a Walk of Fame, showcasing portraits of past presidents framed in gold. Notably, Biden's portrait was replaced by an image of an auto pen signature, a pointed symbolic jab by Trump. Regardless, these portraits are an unmistakable celebration of legacy wrapped in gilded extravagance. The outdoor spaces weren't spared, as they also bear the unmistakable Mar-a-Lago influence. The Rose Garden, once a lush and vibrant Kennedy-era green lawn shadowed by magnolia trees and rows of rose bushes, was drastically transformed in September 2025. The lawn was paved and reimagined as the Rose Garden Club, adorned with white chairs topped by yellow and white umbrellas, directly inspired by the aesthetic of Mar-a-Lago's outdoor seating areas. This refurbished space even became a political venue in October 2025, when Trump hosted Republican lawmakers amid a government shutdown, serving burgers and handing out swag bags featuring his signature in gold embossing. Perhaps the most monumental change is the demolition of the East Wing itself. Trump has long dreamed of having a ballroom in the White House, and just as he did with Mar-a-Lago, he's making it a reality.
We've been planning it for a long time. They've wanted a ballroom at the White House for more than 150 years, but there's never been a president that was good at ballrooms. I'm really good. In fact, I looked at one that we just...
He is strongly undaunted by any obstacle, even if it means demolishing the entire East Wing to build it. Originally home to the First Lady's office, the Presidential Emergency Operations Center, a visitor entrance, and a theater, the entire structure was torn down starting October 20th, 2025, making way for a sprawling 90,000-square-foot ballroom project. Though initially presented as a $200 million endeavor privately funded and with minimal impact on the existing structure, the project's cost and scale ballooned to $300 million, demolishing the entire East Wing.
It's about $300 million. It's set to do many, many things, including meetings of foreign leaders. I think there'll be nothing like it. And it's being paid for 100% by me and some friends of mine, donors, to it. The government's paying absolutely.
The renderings of the new White House ballroom reveal an opulent masterpiece designed to impress. Stretching across an impressive 90,000 square feet, this space is nearly double the size of the original White House building and is crafted to host grand events and state functions with ease. Soaring ceilings adorned with intricate moldings create a sense of grandeur, while massive windows flood the room with natural light, enhancing its airy and majestic atmosphere. The polished marble floors gleam under the glow of elegant chandeliers, casting a warm and inviting light throughout the venue. Ornamental columns, carefully spaced and meticulously designed, rise throughout the ballroom, lending a classical architectural elegance reminiscent of historic palaces. These details work in harmony to craft a timeless aesthetic that mixes tradition with modern luxury. True to Trump's signature style, gold dominates the color scheme and finishes, with gilded accents and elaborate gold leafing, bringing a lavish feel that unmistakably echoes his Palm Beach estate, Mar-a-Lago. This tribute to his private club's opulence ensures the ballroom maintains a consistent theme of indulgent grandeur. The lavish redesigns of the White House under Donald Trump's administration have sparked mixed reactions. Some see it as extravagant spending at a time when citizens have pressing needs, while others view it as a bold statement of American grandeur and presidential authority, a standard that Trump believes the White House must uphold. What do you think? Are these renovations misplaced priorities or necessary upgrades? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.